Om Gam Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. You have been struggling for money, relationship, peace of mind, God, and no significant progress or change has been made. Why? Because the fight is going on with your mind, with your ego, with your rationality, and this is the in a prison. You move from one prison to another prison. Mind is a prison, the body is a prison, your ego is a prison, your intellect, your reasoning is all a prison. And you cannot move out of the prison, out of the social consciousness, out of this paradigm of human living. You cannot get out of that. And seek God as the refuge or the shelter. Because we have lost that consciousness because of the change of time, change of the environment, and the vibrations here are inimical to God and faith in God. And that's the problem. But once, and I'm here on this earth plane exclusively for this purpose, to bring God here. And then the Maya is the science. The science is a Maya, because it gives results, and then you're very happy that it gives results. Now, what is the science doing now? Science is unable to find a medicine for coronavirus, and even if they find it, they don't understand the virus. I read something that I don't want to put it in your consciousness about, something very bad about this virus published on the American Journal of JMA. Oh my God, unbelievable. That is so negative. So I don't want to put that in your consciousness, so I just don't even want to mention that. So the science is going to be hopeless unless, like Einstein said, it has to be a servant to you, not a master to you. And that is very important. Science, rationality should be servants to you. And if you go and call on God and then be in relationship with God, then whether Ganesha, you should do Ganesha because he is the supreme being. And then the one that I'm bringing into this earth's consciousness is the goddess, Draupati, Vyasa Draupati. And they will do a lot to you, more dependable, when science is letting us down. I'm not against science, but science should be a servant and not the ultimate reality, because science is not going to help you to turn the body into light. It can't even conceive of. Science is not going to give you omniscience. Science is not going to give you siddhi powers. Okay? And we have been talking about Ganesha a lot. And this morning, somebody sent me from India a video that I'm going to show it to you. And this is golden Ganesha, about $35 million worth, and about 70 kilos of gold went into the making of the statue. It's such a beautiful video. I just wanted to show it to you. Now. It's just not a video that you happen to watch by accident. No, this is actually Ganesha giving you his darshan, so that you get to see him. And he's also a golden Ganesha of 70 kilos of gold. It's about $35 million or so. So that is his blessings for you. So this Ganesha Chaturthi, which is just the 22nd or the 23rd, is a very important day when his energy will descend, and then make sure that all the devotees are taken care of. That's very important. So why are we these gods and goddesses or angels or archetypes, as I used to say about a few years ago? I used to use archetypes instead of so that it would be more acceptable. It's a term that was used by Michia Eliade. And so I was trying to hide behind that term. The archetype by archetype means gods and goddesses, they are there. And then it's better that we wake up to reality and then hold hands, hold up. God is willing to hold your hand and then walk with you. Provided if we live that reality, if we just think it is not there, it is not there. That's so simple. And if you want to see God, you can see God. All that you have to do is just imagine that He is there. And then as the imagination builds up, and then you will be able to see, oh my God, yes, He is here. And He can manifest in any form, in another form, even like a beggar. And then help you. Why you need help? Because we have no other recourse. Everybody is afraid. Look at what has happened to the world. People are afraid to go. And that's a good thing in one sense. What is the good thing about it? You have been so far unconscious. What you have been caring for and living and enjoying and immersed in is partying, blah, 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 entertainment, and death. And now that has been disturbed. You can't go to restaurants. Now you cannot even, you put the mask and you can't even breathe. So why God has given us a mask now? To understand breathing. Breathing is God. It's in the Bible, God created Adam and then from out of the clay, and then He breathed in. And if you are a biblical scholar, you will know that the Holy Spirit is a breath. I'm not just promoting Hindu deities. I just ask my own people, very close devotees of mine, to go and attend one of Benny Hinn's sessions. And they won't question. If you ask me to go, I will go. No, I'm not believing in Christianity or Holy Ghost. So I sent Mohini, Elaine, to see Benny Hinn's one of his meetings, and she went and sat in front. Benny Hinn comes to her straight. I didn't talk to him, he didn't talk to me, we don't know each other. Benny Hinn says, "Show me your hand." And she showed her hand. And what did he do? He blew on her hand. It's a long story. I'm not going to. That's not the subject of this session. Talk about it. That was breath. The reason why I brought in is because we can't even breathe. And I would relate to relate words that became very important. A few words. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. George Floyd. We have come to a point that we cannot even breathe. So we have to now go to God, go to the understanding of breath. If you understand breath, you can understand God, because breath is God. If breath is gone, we are dead. That's as simple as that. Now, this is the time for us to come to God. Come to Ganesha, who is going to be very active, these two gods. Ganesha, the supreme God. And he will come. He has tremendous amount of power beyond time and space. And if you want miracles in life, this is where you have to go. It's not that I'm not saying that you should not go to Jesus for a miracle, or Allah for miracle, or Buddha for miracle, or Elohim, or Yahweh, or even a Jewish God, Egyptian God. But, so you have to connect with them. And fire ritual is a means through which you can access them. So that's why fire ritual is a technology. It's completely a divine technology. And you don't have to raise huge fires into it. Just a simple lamp like this, and then the lamp, and then we have this ghee, which is clarified butter, and then put it in, and then the job is done, and then you can do that a few times. And I keep it in the kitchen, and then people go and do that. So while you are feeding yourself, you feed God. Now, I'm a guy who, moved back and forth between science and religion and trying to merge these two. And but my position is very close to Einstein's position, which, although brings together science and religion, but also gives priority to religion. He says, where science ends, there religion begins. Because you can't measure God by any yardstick. He is beyond everything. Want instant relief? Then go to Holy Spirit. The breath. That's important. So I'm going to give a lot of teachings on Ganesha. I just committed myself to a 7-day program. We know the topics, and I have to uh, create the videos now. And I look forward to that. And it took 1 year for Ganesha to prepare me from his last birthday to this birthday. He did so many miracles for me during his last birthday to go to different sacred spots of his manifestation in Tamil Nadu. And prior to that, he was also 2 years prior, he was preparing again. It's not that it happened today. I have been waiting for it for several years. But anyway, we will now invoke him for his help. And then after that, we will invoke the goddess. Now, close your eyes and then chant Om Gam Ganapataye Swaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Swaha. If the monkey mind is not centering you and you are scattered with unpaid bills, etc., put lights in your 2 eyes, 2 eardrums, and the third eye, and then on the top of your head, and that light will go and erase that mundane worries. Om Gam Ganapataye Swaha. Om Karaya Swaha. Prana Akaraya Swaha, Ukaraya Swaha, Makaraya Swaha, Om Karaya Swaha, Om, 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 Om. The word Om, the sound Om will bring millions of gods, millions and billions of gods around you. This is unbelievable, incredible sound that can give you everything. And that sound belongs to Ganesha. To say Om is to bring Ganesha to the earth plane, to you, into your body, into your mind, into your soul. Om Gam Ganapataye Swaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Swaha. Vinayakaya Swaha. He is the supreme, he is second to none. Om Vinayakaya Swaha. Om Vinayakaya Swaha. I'm going to chant a few times to give you more self-esteem. Om Vinayakaya Swaha. 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 Vinayaka, Vinayaka, Vinayaka. Just receive his light getting into your body. Vinayaka, 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 Vinayakaya Swaha. Om Vigneshwaraya Swaha. Om Vigneshwaraya Swaha. He removes obstacles. Om Vigneshwaraya Swaha. Om Vigneshwaraya Swaha. Om Heramba Ganapati. Heramba Ganapati. Heramba Ganapataye Swaha. Herambaya Swaha. Herambaya Swaha. Heramba Ganapataye Swaha. Heramba Ganapataye Swaha. Heramba Ganapataye Swaha. Heramba Ganapataye Swaha. He gives gold. Heramba Ganapataye Swaha. Heramba Ganapataye Swaha. Heramba Ganapataye Swaha. Heramba Ganapataye Swaha. Now we move on to Vyasa Draupati. The reason why Om is prefixed to all the mantras is because Om is Ganesha, and he has to be first invoked regardless. And Om, Pranava, Prana, life form, breath, everything is Ganesha. Om Vyasa Draupati. Vyasa Draupati. Vyasa Draupati. She will come with lightning and thunder. If you are conscious, you will feel her descent with lightning and thunder. Om Vyasa Draupati. Mangalambika, she's auspicious, she smiles. Mangalambika. Ati Sundari, infinitely beautiful. Ati Sundari. Raja, she's royalty. Raja Kamalambikai Swaha. Om Vyasa Draupati. With thunder and lightning, she descends into the earth plane, she descends into your body, mind, and soul. Vyasa Draupati. Mangalambika. Just move your head and move your hands, put your hands, your palms facing up. Kamalambika. Ati Sundari Raja Kamalambikai Swaha Om Vyasa Draupati Kamalambika Swaha Om Raja Draupati Mangalambika Adi Sundari Raja Kamalambikai Swaha. She's getting into every cell, every DNA of your body. She gets into your brain and the neurons fire intensely. Om Vyasa Draupati Mangalambika Ati Sundari Raja Kamalambikai Swaha. Vyasa Draupadi, bring miracles in the lives of the people who are praying to you. Bring miracles in their life. Financial miracles, health miracles, relationship miracles. Whatever miracles are needed, bring in their lives. Forgive their insincerity, faithlessness. Give them faith. They are your children, they know not what they are doing. They are teenagers. Forgive them. They are your children. Om Vyasa Draupati Mangalambika Ati Sundari Rajakamalambikai Swaha. Use your limitless power to change things instantaneously. Forgive their sins, their karma. Om Vyasa Draupati Mangalambika Ati Sundari Raja Kamalambikai Swaha. Make a prayer to her, surrender to her. Your mind, the ego, your insecurity, all at her feet. Om Shanti 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 Shanti. Now, we are very grateful for Ganesha and Vyasa Draupati for their blessings.